Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Locking It Down with Lucy. It is episode 11. It's so good to see you guys here. We got like a traditional episode today where we're going to follow the show notes, I swear. I actually wrote something that I'm going to stick to today. So, hello, just been chatting with some of you in the chat. I hope you are all doing good. Let's see some of you. To start the show, what am I drinking today? I've still got a bit of Coke and rum left over. I finished off the rum. It's a little bit strong, but whatever. Here we go. Hello. How is everybody doing? So, as you can see by the title, I can't remember, where does YouTube put the titles anymore? We are going to discuss all things PlayStation this week. Bit late to the party scenes. It's almost been a week since it's happened, but I did really want to talk about it here with everybody and have like a sort of open discussion. So, that's going to be the main topic of the show, really. It's just anything and everything that happened last Thursday on the, what was it called, the PS5 announcement sort of showcase thing. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things that I liked about the show, and I want you guys to, I want it to be like a discussion. I don't want it to just be me talking, so I want to hear what you guys liked. If you want to like chime in with anything, I'll read it out. It's going to be a discussion on the fly, so but that'll be a bit later because we've got, as I said, a traditional show today. We're starting with a check-in, the lowlights and the highlights of the week, just to make sure everyone's doing okay, you know, reach out and touch base. That's what I like to do here on the show, make sure you're doing good. Then we'll talk about PlayStation for as long as humanly possible. I mean, I could talk about it, like, forever and always. And then we'll have the lockdown showdown, where I may perform something today. I'm not really sure. So who have we got in the chat? Let's say hello to everybody first. Hello, Callum, how are you doing? Sasha? Is that how you say it? Hello again. It's so cool to see like so many of you returning each week. I mean, it's kind of a bit like meeting up for like, you know, with friends, like, you know, we're just having a weekly hangout. So thank you all for like, you know, coming back and joining. Somebody has already put in the chat my highlight of the show. Boom, it's Bethany, everybody. Best friend Bethany is in the chat. Heyo. Sorry, am I being really fast? Do tell me if I'm being really fast because I want to improve on my speechography. I know that's not a real word, but I'm just gonna. I'm making it a thing. Speechography is here. So I do want to make sure. But I'm just so excited, you know. It's so exciting. So Jonathan, hello. Alexander, hello. Key, Balan Dog, Westbury 31's in the chat. Hello, Shadow, Jamie and Booker T, and Unknowns. Oh, Unknown's first time here. Well, welcome to a very strange part of the internet. It's the only show on the internet that doesn't know what show it is. It just runs and it just talk infinitely, and you know, it's just literally. I imagine that we're all sitting in the park together. So just picture me this. We're all just in a big circle group in the park, you know, just like shooting the breeze, as they say. You know, you got your favourite snack. Unfortunately for you, it's just me that does the talking. Cool. So Nicholas made it in time. Yeah, a lot of people are asking. I think it's a bit late to say when the show... Actually, it's not late to say, because some people are like, when does the show come on? If you're listening to this on the VOD. The show comes on a Wednesday. Every Wednesday, as long as I can hope to make it on a Wednesday, at 8 o'clock, British Standard Time, that's BST, or I think it's 12... PDT, because some people can just put down their time zones or whatever in the chat, so we can all you know, make it together, so we can all hang out. It's like a book club meeting, yes, but it's a random club meeting where I just bring random things to the table to talk about. So let's get into it, because I do really just want to talk about PlayStation, to be quite honest. So I'm going to be dabbling between water and Coke, because it is boiling in here. It's like, you know, leather seats and a 100-degree day, and that's Fahrenheit, people, not Celsius. That's from Vice City Flash FM. I do enjoy that quote. So it's 5 a.m. over here. Wow, what are you doing awake? 5 a.m. Jeesh. What? Oh no, it's not British. It's it's actually British summertime. I've just realised. It's not British Standard Time, because GMT is the. What is the real time? Who is the time? It's GMT, I think. I don't even know my own time zone, clearly. 9 p.m. in Germany. That's not too bad. 3 p.m. on the East Coast. That's pretty cool. 12 p.m. Is that Pacific time? 2 p.m. in Alabama. Wow, this is pretty cool just to see where everybody is. Hello. No Pepsi. No, do you know what? It's even sadder. Jamie's asking me if I've got Pepsi. I haven't even got Pepsi this week. Last week I had Dr. Pepper because we were riding high. The tide was high and I was holding on to the Dr. Pepper. Not Pepsi this week. I've got bargain basement £1 brand cheap Coke today, but it's flat. And I like flat Coke, so it doesn't taste so bad, but it's pretty nasty. But, you know, got to do what you got to do. Do you know what? I am going to say, didn't really enjoy that Dr. Pepper out of the bottle last week. I should have gone with a Pepsi, you know. Right, let's get on with the show. I'm pretty sure your time is the official time. I think it's GMT is the official time. That's what Greenwich Mean Time, and that's where time begins or something. That's pretty cool. 8 p.m. in Nigeria. Hello. Wow, this is so cool. People from 2 a.m. in Vietnam. I just like asking people what the time is. Have you ever rung the talking clock? Where you ring, you're like 1, 2, 3, and it goes, the time in 3 somethings is precisely 8:05 p.m. Does the talking clock still exist? I'd volunteer to be the talking clock. Sounds like a job that keeps on giving. I would also like to be the voice of just, like, you know, the bus, like 229 to Queen Mary's Hospital, or please mind the gap, or even check out number 5, please. I mean, it's a one-time job, and hopefully you get the rescindatories. What's that thing that you get when you release a DVD and you get all the subsidiary money coming in because, you know, you're in it, and every time someone buys it you get like a penny? That's what I want for being the cashier checkout woman. So 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the show, let's go with the check-in. So we are starting with the lowlights of the week. So I guess my main lowlight of the week is, some of you may have seen already, but my cat Crash unfortunately died on Thursday, so that's pretty low. But he was really old and he wasn't quite himself. Like, it was his birthday the week before. So I have got a few little clips and a video. Well, that's what a clip is, really. And some pictures. Royalties, thank you. I should probably catch up with the chat quicker. Yes, I want the royalties from my voice. Anyway, we're talking about something sad. So poor Mr. Crash, as I used to call him, he was curmudgeonly before his time. He was always a grumpy being. Was never really happy with his lot in life, but we loved him for it. You know, he was a little grumpy little soul. So clip of the week is going to Crash the cat, Mr. Crash, Crash Attack. Sometimes I go Crash Attack or Crash Bash or Crazy. He had a lot of names. Did our Mr. Crash. So let's take a look at. Let's do some pictures first. So there he is here. He loved being outside and just enjoying the sun. So this is him with his summer coat, and it's quite nice to see him in his prime again, because you kind of forget when they're like old and going a little bit like, you know, sad or whatever. It's like, oh, looking at pictures, because on Saturday we had like a little memorial for him. Where we got together all our pictures of Crash, and we watched loads of videos, and we ordered a takeaway. We got fish and chips because Crash loved fish. And ham. So I like this picture a lot, actually. Look at his eyes, they're so striking. So you know what, he was really, really cute and fluffy, but he never let you touch him. But this is I used to have this as my profile picture on Facebook for a very long time, just me mucking about with Crash, and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, let's take pictures together, Crash. He wasn't much of a picture person, to be honest. Very much a solo being. That's the last picture we ever took together. Me with my I Believe in Shuhei Yoshida t-shirt on there, in case you were wondering what that says. So yeah, he was, you know, he was funny. He would, I hope people can hear this. Oh, they can. Yeah. Oh, this is Luna and Crash looking at the fairy. Now, the fairy is the light reflection that you get from, you know, when your phone. And Luna is obsessed with the fairy. She even knows how to spell the word fairy. So this is what I was thinking about lockdown boredom. Like, when you're so bored, you're both just staring at the radiator. So that's quite funny. I like this picture a lot. And there's little Crash. He's having a stretch. Bless him. Oh, look at his little face. Oh, I actually feel quite sad now. And there was him doing his favourite thing, which was attacking my old dog Misty. He loved hitting Misty. He loved hitting Luna, because he was the fun police, as Booker T is reminding me. He would patrol around the house. If any fun was happening, he would want to put a stop to it. So there we go. Oh, and there's him being all snuggly on the sofa sleeping, and you would always want to give him a belly rub, and he would accept it for a little bit, but then he'd get ya, because he was like, no, I am too cute to be snuggled. So let's have a look at some clips of Mr. Crash. Sometimes I'm like, he looks like, you know, you're a mean one, Mr. Crash. But he was sweet. I love him. So, right, let's have a look. This is Crash being adorable.
you okay? What's wrong?
I just really like that clip at the end. I just realised that he wasn't quite in focus there, so I just moved him up for you. But I don't know how he got in that cupboard. My brother just found him there. So R.I.P. Mr. Crash. You will be missed. Now I have no more childhood pets, sadly. It was Misty and Crash for a long time. And now Luna is an only pet child. And she will revel in that, I'm sure. She's like, oh, I love being the only pet child. Although she does have a nephew called Squishy, who is a turtle. It's my sister, Natasha, her turtle is called Squishy. Rather ironic, yes. So there we go. Mr. Crash, R.I.P. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Jamie Webster's saying Lowlight was holiday cancelled. Oh no, that's very sad. Where were you going to go? Hope that it's able to be like refunded or whatever. I mean, 2020 is cancelled, sadly. Actually, that reminds me of my other Lowlight. My other Lowlight, I would have brought clips, but I think I would have actually just burst into tears. But is that this time last year, I was in the US for the first time ever in my entire life, and I'm really sad that because I was really looking forward to going back, and it was like the most scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life was going all the way across the world by myself for a work thing, and I realised it's literally a year. I was there right now this time, and that's kind of bummed me out because I was like, I loved that trip so much. That was really good. So hopefully I'll get to go back sometime, and it would be fun. But yeah, that was kind of sad. So maybe next week I'll bring some clips from that because I have a few clips that I would like to show from that holiday. But let's see. Whatever. Lowlight was the guinea pig that Freya was gonna get is poorly and undernutrid. Is that how you say that? Nutrided? Oh my god, I sound like I can't speak. But I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really sad. We once got a hamster that my sister bought, a hamster Cookie, and it died within the day. Like, we got it, we took it home. A couple of hours later, it died. I'm not sure what happened there, but that was quite sad. I mean, our whole garden is a graveyard of animal sites. You need like a treasure map to try and work out where everyone's graves are. I mean, there's a load of rabbits out there, a load of no, we didn't have guinea pigs, a load of hamsters and some fish. Although some of the fish and maybe a hamster did make a reappearance in skeletal form when, other animals dug them up. And you're like, no, not silver, not precious, like back from the grave. But Crash isn't going to be buried in the garden. Crash, we're going to get him in we got him cremated in a little box with his name on the top. So him and Misty will sit next to each other forever, forever. I'm sure you'll love that. Where in the US did I go? I went to San Francisco. / San Mateo, because that's where the office was. Let's see what else is going on. Lowlight was oh my god, I've just read the hairman. His brother snapped his Last of Us Remastered disc midway through him playing it. That's sad. Little Devil saying Lowlight is my journey with arthritis has begun. I think we're all going to come out of this decrepit people like like, oh my god, we're all broken. But once my sister broke a DVD of my other sister, Bruce Almighty DVD, she broke it, and then for some reason we thought as an apology we would make a card and put the broken pieces of the DVD in the card and give it to her. Didn't go down well, I'll tell you that. So see you later. I always forget. I shouldn't have started drinking. I'm already struggling with words from the beginning of the day, let alone words after the day. Guido, I think it's that. Thank you. Right. Bob the cat died this week. That's sad. So let's move on to happier things. I don't want to be sad no more. All right. This show ain't about being sad. So highlights of the week. I had a milkshake. Very good. Loved it a lot. Because I was like, I want to get a dessert for Crash's memorial. And I was looking at the desserts and I was like, you know what I've been craving all lockdown? It's a goddamn milkshake. So I got a Malteser milkshake. Hit the spot. Lovely jubbly. Loved it a lot. The other cool thing was that I finally saw some friends. I went for a socially distanced journey in the park with best friend Bethany and my other best friend Claire, who I've been friends with for a really long time. I've known Bethany since I was 2 and known Claire since I was 13 or 12. What age are you in year 7? I don't know. We've been friends since secondary school. So it was nice. It was a little bit, I will say it's a bit weird because you know that something's not right because you kind of go, hello, and you've got to like stay apart, but then and you're kind of like there, but it was nice to like catch up and just like have an excuse to get out of the house, to be quite honest, and just go to the local park and just walk around and, you know, have a laugh and forget about your troubles. Honestly, I could have just sat there all day, but then I made Bethany walk up a really large hill while she was pregnant, and then she needed to go to the toilet. I'm really sorry, Bethany. I didn't think this plan through. I was like charging ahead. Bethany's like, I'm pregnant. I'm the worst friend ever. If you hadn't watched the Overcooked 2 video, by the way, to clarify that I was the worst friend ever. More clarification. Little Devil saying oh my god, I actually can't speak. This is really bad. Maybe it's slow down. Little Devil 007 is saying it's his birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Little Devil. I hope you have a really good day. What else is there? Oh, of course, The Last of Us 2 is coming out this week, everybody. Fact check, not a lie. Last week I was confused. This week, unconfused. Do you know what really annoyed me about finding that out? I was playing Red Dead Redemption at the weekend before, and I was getting hella mad. I was like trying to find these things. Everybody was just getting on my nerve in the game. Like, you would just bash into someone innocently, and they'd be like, hey you, and then before you know it, it's guns at noon, and everybody in the whole town is after you. Why can't you just apologise? All I did, sir, was slightly shoulder barge you, and now I've had to murder half the town. Like, there's no need for that. So I was getting really, really annoyed that I was like, I've just come all this way just to get a collectible, and now everybody hates me. I'm just trying to do the thing. But you know what? What was my shining light in my moment of terror and anguish? It was me going, you know what, fuckers? Next week I'm not going to be playing this. Next week I'm going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2. You ain't going to get me next week, Red Dead Redemption. You ain't going to see me wasting 5 billion hours of my life doing this. Guess what I was doing next weekend? Still playing Red Dead Redemption because The Last of Us wasn't out. So, but I'm not going to do this weekend. No more. I was trying to find an owl this morning. Then some parakeets. Didn't find either of them. This could literally be, this is like my own torture, my own personal hell that I'm living, is just playing Red Dead Redemption. So, chill, relax, because we've got fun things to talk about. So, because obviously, the biggest highlight of the week was the PS5 announcement show. Oh my god, I'm so excited. But before we get into that, I want to see what everyone else's highlights are, and then we're going to talk it out, everybody. We're going to talk all things PlayStation 5, literally the most exciting thing to happen in our lockdown lives, perhaps. I don't know. It made me excited for like 10 minutes. Well, no more than 10 minutes. The show was an hour and 30 minutes. Wow! So, what's everyone's highlight of the week? Jonathan M. was hearing Regal Theatres will reopen on the 10th of July. Oh, nice. Booker T is still saying that I owe them cheese. Sorry. Yeah, maybe I could send you some of the posts sometime. Obviously, Baby Bells. I think everyone's just done with their highlights. I mean, everyone just was. I saw some flying before I was, started ranting about Red Dead. I do love a bit of the Red Dead rants, but the highlight of Red Dead is that I'm on 97% now. 97% of 100%. One day my prince will come, and it'll be a platinum trophy for Red Dead Redemption 2. I've got a very low standard, clearly. Highlights was Gran Turismo 7. Let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, because I want to make sure we spend a decent amount of time talking about this. So, overall thoughts of the show. What time was it for me? It was like 1 a.m. in the morning. Couldn't do a live thing because I had to work during it, but that's fine. That's cool. So I was like, all excited. I had my popcorn because you know that when I get the popcorn out, things are serious because I get lockjaw. I'm pretty sure I ate the whole bag of popcorn. I did get lockjaw. I did get a bad stomach. You know what? I'm a bit worried that I might have to give up popcorn because it gives me a bad stomach, but I don't care. All right, I like popcorn too much. So I sat back and enjoyed the show. Firstly, I'd like to say, I thought it was very well presented. I mean, I may be biased, everybody. I probably am biased, so take my opinion with a pinch of salt. Maybe take it with a boatload of salt, but I just like PlayStation, through and through. I'm just a big fan. So I thought the show was very stylishly put together, considering that most of the time it would be like a press conference-y type thing with someone going, oh, so for PlayStation 5, we're going to make sure that you've got lightning speed and an SSD hard drive that renders worlds much faster. Take a look. Oh, and there's one more thing. We didn't have that, none of that today, although I do quite enjoy a bit of that. But then people do yak on a bit sometimes. Coming from me. I liked how everybody was on the green screen. There was minimal sort of talking. You got to see the people behind the games and just say what they felt. And then those really awesome transitions, which actually creatively infueled me. I was like, wow, these are really well put together. And it really built up the excitement. I thought it was well paced. I mean, the opening with GTA 5 was a little odd, a little bit of a troll. Because I was like, we're starting with GTA 5. I mean, what's going on? But then I thought, through and through, it kept a good pace. What I love about PlayStation the most is that there's something for everybody. Like, I would be watching things and I would just be like, this game isn't really my type of game, but I can see that there's somebody out there, or not even somebody, lots of people out there that would really love this type of game, and I could respect it for that, because I was like, oh, this is cool. And then, of course, the big ending where they showed the console. So let's start with the console, because that's what we were all waiting for. I mean, we all know the games are coming, but they've been very cloak and dagger about what the thing looks like. And you know what? I'm a fan. I mean, I'm not going to say that, you know, I really care that much about, you know, the hardware looking whatever, because at the end of the day, look at this dumpster fire truck that I live in. Like, it's not like I've got like some cool setup or anything. My PS4 is literally just there. It's a white one, by the way, in case it's an original. It's an original white PS4 from 2014. In case anybody bargain hunter wants to come round, you know, old what's his face? What's his name? Derek Dickerson? I don't know. I just made that up. You know, I thought it was cool. I like how PlayStation went for a bold design, and very interesting with a two-tone colour. I'm going to throw some shade on Xbox now. Watch out. Get your, I don't know, sunscreen. You don't know. What do you do to combat shade? I don't know, put a jumper on because it's cold. I don't know. I think Xbox, it's literally, I call it the cement brick. It's literally just plug it in, you know, breeze block building or whatever. So I like that PlayStation, they tried to do something different. It's a striking design, and it won't be the last, because that's just the first iteration. There'll probably be some other 2 or 3 down the line. They always do it. And then interestingly, 2 editions, you know, the disc one and the digital only edition, which I'm just going to go on record to say I think I'm probably going to go and just get the disc one, because I want to play all my PS4 games, and I don't want to like limit myself to being like, oh no. I want to have that option. Plus, I've got more freaking, you know, I haven't got enough sense to, you know, whatever. So I might as well just go all in. And also, even though I don't watch DVDs, it's nice to have the option, you know. So that's my thoughts on the, you know, the console stuff. What does everybody else think? I don't want it just to be me jabbering. I see the chat furiously chatting away. It's a Wi-Fi box. Yes, I do enjoy that. I saw a lot of those people putting a piece of paper in around the their Wi-Fi thing. Adam said he's also getting the disc one. Makes sense. I want to be able to, you know, the potentials of all the old titles. What else? What are people saying? I want to know what you think about the console itself. They did show a couple of the accessories as well. I'm a fan of the white and black tone as well. Bethany saying disc one all the way. Nice. A lot of people saying they're going for the disc option too. That's really cool to see, because I thought a lot of people might be all in the digital world. You know, some people have just gone all digital. Now, I have started to go to the dark side and become a digital person, but I feel like for certain games, I want to just have that physical copy to be like, I own this. I mean, for certain games, I don't really mind so much, but I like having a collection that I can see and be like a tangible thing. Team disc version. Yes, Isabella. We are team disc version. Avasti says, I love having cases, so do I. What do you feel about steel cases, steel bookcases? They're interesting. Bethany knows. Bethany always knows. That's the truth. Oh, Rich Gamer says that he is getting the digital edition. Freya's mum wants a black PS5. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about it. As I said, the colours or whatever. Really love the console, says Weeping Scorpion. Might go for the disc one because DVDs and Blu-rays. This is literally the only Blu-ray player I have, and I only have one Blu-ray disc anyway, because everybody knows. Just in case you've not been watching the show, everybody knows I'm not a massive Harry Potter nerd, but I do have the Blu-ray box set for all the Harry Potter films, and it's the only Blu-ray I own. So take that with how you will. Booker T's going for the digital. I hate having to move cases around like music and movies going to Spotify, Netflix. Makes sense. I can understand the digital one is there for people who, you know, want to be a minimalist. You know, minimalism is all the rage. So, okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover hardware-wise. Very excited to have one in my house. My poor little PS4. Don't let it hear me say this, but I feel like old Yeller over here is like, I'm trying to play Red Dead 2. And it's like really struggling. And I'm like, poor fella. Like, you know, your time will come. Sorry. Your time will come. And you will rest soon. You will rest easy for all the hard times and all that you've done, all the memories. You know, me and him. I don't know why my PlayStation's a boy, but it just is. We'll go skipping through the fields together. You know, we'll have one last good day out. You know, we'll eat ice cream under the sun and talk about the good days. And then I will put him in the box, and there he will go. So, Freya's trying to throw the hashtag Harry Potter socks at me. Yes. So, what were my highlights game-wise? So, I've already talked about how I've got some notes here that I wrote down all the games ever because whilst it was late at night, because I did have a great podcast club, shout out to Nisha and Tristan, where we literally spent 2 days. A podcast club, unprecedented, spanned, not one day. It was the PS5 announcement was too big for podcast club to cover it in one day. We covered it in 2 days, baby, because that's how we roll. So El Presidente, Manish, put together a very thorough list of everything that happened. Because I was so tired and out of it, I can't actually remember half of the game, so I was like, what's this game again? So, let's start with the thing that I'm most excited about. That literally made me, throw my, I don't know, insides up in the air. Demon's Souls Remastered! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Not just for me, I'm excited for all of you, because Demon's Souls, I find, that's one of my favourites. I mean, it's the reason I couldn't really put it as a favourite is because the controls are a little bit meh. Like, it's very much, how do I explain it? Like, I remember playing it, and you can even, like, attack one, like, there wasn't a fluid motion, so it was very much like you were attacking, so that kind of, limited the game. And it was my first exposure into the Souls universe, and god, I struggled so hard for a week. I couldn't get past that first level, and then when I did, the addiction, it set in, and I don't know, I just love the Souls games. Ironically, not played all the Souls games, but I have this deep love for the ones that I have played, because I'm in awe of the creativity of the bosses, the worlds. I just love all the lore that's not like in your face, but if you want to look it up, you can. And I just find the places are a magical place. I could just talk about Demon's Souls / Dark Souls forever, because it just makes me happy. For a game that makes you so angry, there's something so amazing about the way the things are designed, and seeing it, how, like, because it's been remade from the ground up. I was like, oh my god, it's the Flame Lurker! Oh my god, it's the Tower Knight! And I was just like, I was marking out, bro. I was like, because I hate the Flame Lurker. Fun fact, the Tower Knight is the only boss I've never beaten, like, in Souls history, because the first time I played the game, I didn't know what was going around. I was like running around the place with my pants down my ankles, like, what am I doing? And I summoned someone, and they came in like a boss and just took the thing down. They were just like, ba 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 ba, and I was like, oh, they did it. And you could rank people in that game, I remember. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I don't have to face the Tower Knight. And then the next time, because I had to play the game twice, I came through again, and I don't know why, I think I wanted to summon someone to understand how to beat the boss. And again, they just wrecked him, and I didn't do anything. And I was like, cheers. So I don't know why. It's the second boss in the game, and I couldn't do it. Oh, that's the other thing I love about the game. I'm pretty sure I had a dream that was set in Demon's Souls, now I'm thinking about it. Is the fact that you could go to any of the levels, so you could tackle it in any way you wanted, and it was just... Oh my god, I'm very excited. So that was my big hype, and yeah, pure Bladestone drop needs fixing, says Jane Webster. So what are we thinking? Are we Dark Souls fans? Are we Souls fans in the chat? People are saying talk about Spider-Man. We'll get Spider-Man. Horizon, yes, I think Horizon. I'll talk about that next. Ratchet and Clank, yeah, that's a good one. Belland Dog saying Dark Souls 2 is his favourite, his or her favourite right now. But I'm not that far into Dark Souls Remastered. Oh, Dark Souls Remastered. It is my happy place, and I love the music for Firelink Shrine. So that's where my hype level is at. So I guess people are putting in the chat their main hype level for what got you pumped. What did you mark out over the most? I guess my next thing. What have I got starred here? Bug Snacks, of course. What a can't not talk about Bug Snacks. That was a great trailer with a great bit of music. It was like, whoa, Bug Snacks. Oh, I wish I should have listened to it. Snack, it's Bug Snacks, Bug Snacks. It's like, strawberry. Imagine if we all walked around saying our own names. Would you say your own names? Well, I guess Pokemon do say their own names, but are Pokemon saying their own names? Or are they saying their own species? I don't know much about Pokemon lore, to be honest. I was all in at 10, and then I got out of there at some point. Like, would I be walking around going, human? Or would I be, Lucy? I don't know. I'm not a Pokemon or an animal from Bug Snacks. I did enjoy the... Also, what is happening? Is that creature, I can't remember what it was, she ate the strawberry, she became the strawberry. I mean, if that's the definition of you are what you eat, be careful, then I'm a pepperoni pizza, clearly. Like, look at my face. Look at that. I was like, oh, on the island of Bugsnax, we've got a lot of creatures running around, like the strawberry here. I don't know, that was a terrible accent probably, but I enjoyed that, and it stuck in my head a lot. I don't know what the game even is, but I liked that it got over with the people, and it was a weird game. And I was like, this is why I like PlayStation, because they're just wacky and they don't care. They'll just make a thing. So we've got Bugsnax here. Let's talk about Horizon then, because I'm going to give you a controversial opinion. I'm not a massive fan of Horizon. I know a lot of people love it, and I thought it was a good game. I did enjoy it for what it was, but I didn't really like Aloy. And I feel terrible. I feel like I'm blaspheming to the PlayStation family, but I just found her a little bit pretentious. She was all like, oh yes, blah, 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 I have to help people. And then she'd be a bit sassy sometimes, and I'd be like, oh, God, you're just holier than thou, Aloy. Like, everyone was like, oh, Aloy. And she was like, oh, whatever his name, blah, blah, blah. Oh, life's so hard. And then, of course, she was the chosen one, or whatever. I'm just calling her the chosen one now. And I just was like, I just couldn't get into her character. I also didn't really care for all the tribes. Like, I remember I was playing the game, and, someone was like, oh, we're this tribe, and blah, blah, blah. And I was, like, on my phone, just like... And then I was like... I was also playing Assassin's Creed Origins at the same time as playing some of this, which I also spent a lot of time on my phone while playing. And it did make me think to myself, because I knew a lot of people liked Horizon. I was like, maybe I don't like video games anymore. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm broken. I think it's, Jonathan M., not a fan of Horizon, dislike and unsub. But, with all that being said, what my favourite thing about Horizon was, so I am actually excited to play the game again, because I remember when I've completed the game, I didn't love it, but I was like, I'm looking forward to the next one, because I think the next one will be an improvement, and it will have more of the things that I would love, because my favourite thing about it was, I did love the world, I loved the creativity of the machines, I just liked exploring, and like trying to find a new machine and fighting it. The fighting the machines was so much fun. That was honestly my favourite thing to do, was just to get Aloy, we'd go around and explore. I was like, I want to go see what's on that side of the map. And then you'd like find a new machine, you'd be like, oh, this is very exciting, and you'd have to fight it, and then building up the courage to fight a Thunderjaw or fight a Stormbringer. Those are my it's called a Stormbringer, I think, yeah. Those are my favourite parts of the game. I hated fighting humans as well. That drove me up the frickin' wall. Wasn't a fan of the end of the game either. The last mission was very much just like, not without spoilers, it felt like a horde of just like, you're going to fight this really hard thing, and you're going to fight it for a long time. And I was like, dude, come on. This is just annoying. So I am intrigued of what they're going to do with the next one. Interested in the setting. I'm not... Another controversial opinion. It looked fantastic. Like, the graphics and the colours were popping. But part of me was like... Had a hint of skepticism. Like, I was thinking... Is the game really going to look like this? God, Gorilla's going to hate me. And they're like, this girl... just doesn't like... It's not like I didn't like the game. I just didn't like it as much as other people. I thought it was a fine video game. But it wasn't my... I don't know, I felt like there was areas of improvement for me. I needed better quests, things for me to really sink my teeth into. But you know what? That's just me. I'm just one person. And Avasti is asking, have you platinumed Horizon? I have platinumed Horizon. It was a good platinum. What else? I think people are just disgusted with me for my Horizon comments, but that's a topic I'll do one day. I'll do my controversial video game opinions, which is Horizon's an okay game, and I don't like Aloy. No, I think not liking her is... it's not like I didn't like her, she just annoyed me. I love Ashley Birch, though. I love her as Tiny Tina. I love her as Chloe Price. I just find Aloy slightly insufferable. It's that bad. Right, people are talking about Stray, another game that I was like, this is cool, because what gets me, everybody, is an interesting setting. And when I saw these computer humans, and I was like, R.I.P. humans, what is this? This is a cool concept, like, the computer, like, not robots, but, like, old monitor style things, and then the cat was cute, and I was like, oh, also the cat was slightly raw, because that was on the same day that Crash died, which is why I'm actually wearing my Crash t-shirt today, in memorial for Crash. So I like that. I'm interested to see, what the actual game is about. I want to know more. That's actually my takeaway from the show. I felt like, wow, there's a lot of cool games here that I really can't wait to play. Like, I can't wait to either find out more about them, because I'm not much of an indie person either, everybody. Shock, horror, but everybody's going to hate me. But I don't really play indie games that much. And I think this was a good showcase for me of things like, okay, maybe I should broaden my horizons and try something different, because I'm very much, I just stick to the AAA sort of titles, and now and again delve into a couple of indie things. But there was a lot of good stuff there, like people were talking about Kena. Is it Kenna? That looked amazing. Big fan of that. Looking forward to seeing more of that. Returnal was another one that I was like, oh, at first I was switched off. I was like, this looks a little generic. But then I was like, oh my god, controversial opinion again. This looks, what I literally thought was like, this looks like Death Stranding, but with gameplay. Oh, take that to the bank. Not that I played that much of Death Stranding. Got it. What's everyone saying? Oh, people are talking about Uncharted 5 now. Oh god, I'm saying some harsh things here about some video games, but I think, you know, everyone has their own different tastes. If we all like the same thing, life would be pretty boring. Groundhog Day taught me that, everybody. So what else we got here? People want to talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man looked cool. Again, a fan of the first Spider-Man. Didn't blow my socks off. You know, I'm more of a Batman girl. But it's fun gameplay. I'm looking forward to finding out more about Miles, who I've only just realised from writing out his name. His name is like Morals, but it's Morales. I was like, nice. I see what you've done there, Marvel. So interested to see where that's going to go. And I'll definitely pick that up. Returnal is a Housemarque game. Yes, because they used to make the arcade games, which, you know, like Dead Nation and Alienation, and didn't they make Resogun, those type of things. So that's pretty cool. Oh, you're not allowed to insult Death Stranding on the internet. Well, come at me, internet. I just did. I've not really played Metal Gear Solid or anything, so I don't get the Kojima hype. I mean, I'm sure he makes fantastic stuff, but it's just not mine. I tried with Death Stranding. I would rather just watch someone play it, to be quite honest, because I was interested in the story. I thought it had some really cool ideas, but I just got a bit bored playing it. Ratchet and Clank, yes, that's one I want to talk about, because I liked the first Ratchet and Clank. Never played Ratchet and Clank before the PS4 one, so I was like, why did I get the game? I think I just got it on a whim. Got it quite late in the life of me, and I thought it was a fun little game. The only thing is that Death by Disco trophy. My lord, I was getting the flashbacks from hell watching that, because I was like, oh, it looks really cool, all of the stuff. Like, I'm wondering how. Also, is it going to be an original story? I guess, because there's not going to be a movie tie-in this time. So I'm definitely going to get that. Chris is saying Lucy. Hello, Chris. Am I talking too fast again? Have I got too excited about everything? What else was there? There's a lot of things here that I was kind of just like, these are cool games. So I'm just looking at the list. I've got a whole the list of the order that they appeared in over here. Astrobot. Oh my god! But I'm really sad that it's Astrobot the Playroom. I love Astrobot. I really want a PlayStation VR, but look at this tiny little space. You can't even swing a mouse in this bloody room, let alone a nanomite. So if I played Astrobot in here, I'd probably end up causing more damage to myself. But very happy to see the little Astrobot back, which has reminded me, this is controversial opinions 101 here happening. Would you like another controversial opinion? I don't like Sackboy. Oh, I don't like the Little Big Planet games. I saw Sackboy come up on the screen. I was like, oh, just do one, Sackboy. But it looks like they're going in a different direction, so I respect that. My issues with Sackboy, never have I ever played a game that's so cute and lovable that made me so infinitely frustrated and angry on the inside. Like, I was like, fuck this game so much. Well, why is he... I get he's cloth, which is why the controls are too floaty for me, okay? I was born and bred. I was bread and buttered on platformers as a kid. I played Sonic. Whether that's good or bad or not, I don't know. Some people have a lot of Sonic hate in their lives. I played Crash Bandicoot. Again, whether that's good or bad or not, a lot of people have a lot of Crash hate in their lives because they played Mario and I didn't. So I'm playing games where you need to be precise. And then there's a little Sackboy floating about here, and I remember there was a level that was electric, and I was hell bent that I was gonna beat Little Big Planet 1 because they gave it away for free on the PlayStation during the great PSN outage of 2011, and I was like, they've given me this game for free, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let it beat me. So I'm gonna finish this game, and I was like, never. have I ever been so annoyed at something so cute. So there we go. A controversial opinion number 3 for the day. I don't like Sackboy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm Team Astrobot. 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 I want Astrobot to take over the PlayStation. You know, I met Astrobot once, very briefly. He showed up at the Christmas party. I don't think I got a picture with him. I was like, oh my god, it's Astrobot. Oh my god, I'm so starstruck. People are talking about, now they're just talking about Spyro. I realised that I wanted to talk about everybody. It's so hot in here, by the way. I'm really sorry if I'm just melting in front of you all. What are people... Godfall. Cool, but not really my type of thing. Lano Raider is now saying, how dare I not like Sackboy? You know what? Sackboy, you're not in my sock movie, mate. Alright, I'm sorry. You and your little sock pal. You're not in the film. Although that would be a good cameo, for those of you who watched another episode back where I told you all my stitched up movie proposal for Pixar, where Sackboy could... Sackboy doesn't even talk, so that would be dumb. Some people are agreeing on the Little Big Planet being too floaty, and other people are saying that they are now going to disown me from their lives for all my controversial opinions. But there you go. That's just me. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm unhinged this week. I'm unleashed, and I'm live on the internet. This is the problem with being live on the internet. You just spout words out. But you know, that is life. Is it Sue Goodman is saying, would you ever be interested in a Simpsons Hit and Run remaster? That was a fun game. That was just a random question I've just picked up just because it... You know what? I'm going to encompass the Q&A now. Let's start doing the Q&A because I feel like I want to answer some questions because they're probably going to be PS5 related / whatever. So let's just talk. You know, what do people want to like, you know, discuss? Because that's my main highlights from the show. That's everything that I starred on my list out of the humongous list of games that we were shown, all of which very, very interesting, and I'm very excited to play. So what do we got going on? I've asked you just a random question I've just seen here. Have you ever played Mirror's Edge? No, I'm not a big fan of first person games. I'm kind of like coming around to it, but again, I think that one might be too much. I get a lot of motion sickness, which was why some games that I struggled to play. Kirsty Teardrop's asking about whether I get a physical and digital PS5. I talked about this at the top of the show. I'm going for the physical because I like it. Unknown's asking, do you have a schedule for streams and video uploads? No, this is just it just happens. This is the only thing that I have in my life that's a schedule, which is every Wednesday until God knows when I will sit here and just release my feelings to the internet for you all to discuss. But in more exciting news, I'm going to get an equipment upgrade soon, so I'm hoping to do some more exciting things. Because I think there's only so much that I can do just me sitting here talking to you guys. I feel like it's probably reached what I can do. So hopefully some new things in the works. Do you think there should be a new Vita? I think a new Vita would be cool, but I think it's going to be hard in the Switch world, because the Switch has pretty much got that market down. And I would only really want a Vita if it could do what the Switch could do, which is you could just take your game and, you know, use it like your save files from the PlayStation 5 and use it on your Vita. But the Vita had a good little life. Some people are now talking about the price. How much would you pay for a PS5? That's a tricky one. A lot of people are floating around 500 or 600 or even 699. Well, I'm going to talk in pounds. I don't know what that relates to in dollars, but I think anything higher than 600 for me would be a bit like, because that's a lot. But I guess, you know, the price of technology goes up as, you know, technology increases over the years. So maybe, you know, the new iPhones or whatever, they're like ridiculously expensive. So maybe they've just got to keep up with the times. But I feel like if you're delivering good quality games, you're gonna make that money back. I hope. I don't know. I don't know the what is it that my dad and my grandma say to me all the time? Like, oh, Lucy, you don't know the value of money. Well, I do sometimes, maybe. I don't know how much a loaf of bread costs in the shop. £1.50? I don't know. Have you played the Resident Evil 3 remake, says Jose Garcia. No, not yet. I might do when it comes on sale. Also, I think it might be too harrowing for it. Although, I'm saying that, but I'm going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 this weekend, and I might be a wreck by the end of it. I don't really get emotional about games, but I feel like, you know, at this fragile state of mind of just lockdown fever, that it might just be too much and tip me over the edge, and the next week I'll be like, hello everyone, I'm a different human being this week. Not that I think I'm going to beat The Last of Us Part 2 in a 2-day weekend, don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't want to rush it. I do want to beat The Last of Us Part 2 in a timely manner. Because me and Podcast Club, we have an agreement that we're going to try and beat it within 2 weeks so that we can have an all-out spoiler cast with each other. So, that's my goal. My goal is to beat it within 2 weeks. What else? I think someone, did someone mention Resident Evil 8? Oh no, have I just made that up? Chris changes his appearance more than the bloody Doctor does, tell you that much. He went from being cute Chris to buff Chris to just army man Chris, and now he's like, I don't know, somewhere in between Chris. Like, I've been on the roids Chris, I don't know. It looked interesting, but I don't really know how I feel about the new Resident Evil games, because I'm still a new Resident Evil baby. So, what's going on? Who is the fittest video game character you've ever seen? Well, how long have you got? I mean, obviously, I think my first ever, if I'm gonna guess my first ever video game crash, it'd be obviously Nathan Drake. But oh no, this is a conversation that I'm gonna park this conversation, as they say in the biz of businesses, because I do want to talk about this with a friend at some point, and we're gonna talk about our favourite video game crashes, because that's just what we do. That's what we just talk about. What else we got here? Is there anything else that I missed on the list that anybody else wants to discuss? You know, like have some feelings about. You know, because this is the forum where we can just talk it out. Well, I'm going to talk it out, I suppose. I'm going to do something. Just flapping my gums over here. Nathan Drake was buff in Uncharted 4. Now, you know what? My favourite Nathan Drake is Uncharted 2 Nathan Drake. But I'm also going to say, and I may regret saying this, I do like a little bit of Dad Nathan Drake at the end of, like, sometimes I would play the game, or, you know, because you can put skins on. I'd put Dad Bod Nathan Drake on, you know, where he's all like, so, yeah. So, Bethany saying someone asked about my bracelets. I don't know, what do they ask? Just what they are. I mean, this is a Doctor Who one. I mean, I just like bracelets, and some of them don't have much meaning, but this one here is one that best friend Bethany got me when we were in secondary school. And it's meant to be like a charm bracelet or something. So I was supposed to like buy new ones to add to it, but I never did. But you know, this one that I've kept. This is the longest one I've had, I think. And this one was my mum got me when I was sick once. And just as Lucy and a lot of other things. One of them's from my nan. Oh, I don't have that one anymore. One of them's from my mum. But you know, I just like wearing bracelets or whatever. Which, conversely, is why I bought the collector's edition of The Last of Us Part 2, because I wanted that bracelet really badly. So effectively, whilst the statue is cool, I did spend £160 on a bracelet, which is probably going to break within a week, because it's probably not very well made, but who knows? Jacob says, gotta go, it's been fun. Right, so, let's see. Is there anything else here before we get to the end of the show? I don't know. Someone asked about Deathloop. Again, first person. It looks like a cool concept, but I don't think it's my type of game. Like, I remember watching it and being like, this looks cool, but it's not for me. It's not my jam. Tokyo Wire again, first person, not my jam. Matthew Harris saying he likes Daddy Joel. Yes, Daddy Joel. I also do like a little bit of Uncharted 3 Sully. Not old Sully. I'm talking about, like, not there's anything wrong with old Sully, but flashback Sully. I would play him quite a bit in the multiplayer. God, brain thinking tough. Okay, actually, this is a good one that I'd like to address. I've had a lot of people asking me, because as you know, I'm a big Naughty Dog fan. My God, I love Naughty Dog. If I could go to the Naughty Dog studios, I think I would, like, you know, have some kind of like collapse and just be like, oh my God, it's everything I ever love. But some people are saying, am I going to upload gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2? Am I going to stream it? Am I going to do a full playthrough of it? The answer is no. Okay. I will eventually do videos of it, probably, depending on how I feel. But I think for my first playthrough, because this is all like such a setup to do, I kind of want to experience it for myself. It's been so long. I understand that people enjoy watching people play a thing, but if I had a setup where I could just click and, you know, start things up, then it would just be so much easier. But I don't I just want to enjoy it, you know, which is slightly different. I think I did it for the Lost Legacy, but then it kind of meant that I couldn't play the game when I wanted to play it, for instance, because you would have to like. So I don't want to be able to like. I want to be able to come home from work. I want to like finish work and just be like, you know what, I want to lounge in my bed and play the game today and take my time with it. Oh yeah, I did look at the trophy list actually. Sorry for the dead silence, I'm now just reading. But yeah, the trophy list, didn't look at the hidden trophies, but there are no difficulty trophies apparently, so that's going to be quite simple platinum, I imagine. Someone's probably got it somewhere. So yeah, that's I think that's everything then. Let us move on. Have you played Hitman? Yeah, I'm not going to get Hitman free. I'm terrible at Hitman. Hitman is one of those games which looks really cool, but I'm just bad. Cool. So I think that's it. That's all I've got to say about the show. Loved it. Oh, goodbye Volcano High. That looked interesting. That looked like a sort of Life is Strange-esque type of thing. What's that? So yeah, I'll come back around and do whatever with The Last of Us Part 2 when I feel like I have ideas of what I want to do with it. Right. Let's move on to the end of the show now. So unless anyone has any other random questions, I realise that time is quite out. So I'm getting a bit nervous. So, because there's something I'm a bit nervous because I can't speak for a start. That's not good. Freya's saying you can't DM me on Twitter. I must have done something. Sorry about that. I'll look into it, I suppose. When's the next stream? I don't know. I might do it after I've finished playing Last of Us Part 2. I'm not sure what I'll play, but maybe, I don't know. It depends. But what I do really want to do is I really want to get a new laptop, which I'm going to 100% buy. And then it might take me a little time to set things up and, like, you know, install everything that needs to be done and get things back to the way it was. So once that is up and running, should be good to go. Right, okay, I'm just making myself nervous now because what I'm about to do is, for the Lockdown Showdown, normally we leave the singing to Imogen, you know, because she is the talented one, so I'm just going to have to drink some more. So Imogen has the musical talent. I do not have the musical talent, but as you know, I do frequently break into song in the show. So oh my god, I can't speak now. My god, the nerves of a live performance are real, people. Wow. I'm infinitely impressed with Imogen. I just go, come sing on the show, and she's like, yeah, sure, and she just does it. And now I'm like having like heart palpitations. So let's just get to it. You know, sometimes when you got to do something that's nerve-wracking, you just got to pull the band-aid off. And you know, if anything, I do like to make a fool of myself on the show, and that's what I might do here today, everybody. You know, in true Lucy fashion. So to set the scene, I don't know why I'm making this such a hard like a hard So I like breaking in a song. Me and executive producer of the show, Ace Wildcat, he was like, I don't know how we were playing Red Dead together, and it sort of was like, why don't we do a medley? For a long time I couldn't say anything. I just called it a melody or whatever. But a medley, for those of you that don't know, is like a compilation of songs that are like all tied together or something. Someone saying no pressure, it would just be on the internet forever. Yeah, someone does remind me of that. If I ever want to, like, you know, do anything of any merit, someone can just pull this off. I did have a dream once that someone tried to take me down, and they hated me so much that they got my videos off YouTube and they clipped bits together to make me say really bad things. And I was like, no, I didn't say that, it's edited. Oh my god, that was a bad dream. I was like, oh my god. So anyway, just to stop, you know, procrastinating, I'm going to perform a medley for you today. This is what I want to perform. I wanted to perform this on last week's show, but last week's show was all over the place. So yeah, what you're about to witness is not any musical talent whatsoever. It's probably just going to be me trying badly to sing. But what I lack in musical talent, I'll make up for in performance and passion, hopefully. So one sec. I gotta tune up the old vocal cords. La 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 la. That's me tuning up. It's been a long day. How do people do this? There's something else missing. One sec. I feel like I just need to get into the character. God, I'm gonna have to take this down. Like, so, just Wait there 1 second. Sorry for any dead air, as I just got to prepare for the performance. So, you know, live performances. Now I'm just gonna realise I just have to talk. And I don't know how much you can see at the side here. I don't know how much you can hear, but we're just you know, having a quick costume change ahead of the big performance. And I'm just praying that I have practiced enough to do it, because, you know, on the show we can't do any music because I can't hear the music, but I have been practicing, everybody. A musical talent. Here we go. This is me preparing for tonight's performance, a medley by yours truly, performed a cappella, but I will also be performing all of the musical talent too. Also, I've taken my glasses off now, so I can't see a damn word you guys are saying. So let's just tune up here. I believe this is how one tunes a guitar. Let's see. Yep. Let's let's give it a bit of practice. Bam, 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 bam. Wow. Okay, I believe that's all tuned up. So I'm now. Oh my God, what am I doing to myself on the internet? Right, I have to do this. I'm going to put you guys down and put myself down so that I can't see anything, because I'm literally now really nervous. But you know, when you're really nervous, you just tell people you're nervous, and every little thing's gonna be okay. So, oh my God, I've really committed to the bit now. Here we are. This is the medley. Hopefully, please, by the way, yeah, as I said, excuse my singing. Please make sure you've turned off your baby monitors. Make sure your glass in your window has been reinforced, and make sure the fire alarm is switched off, because you know, this is going to be a thing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be performing the song, the music, you know, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, the whole thing. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Just before we get into this, can you guess all the songs in the medley? That's the other thing I wanted to say. Sorry, I am going to perform the thing now. There was a little teaser. Yes, so, sorry. The thing is, you got to try and guess all the songs in it. Some of them you may know. I didn't know them all. Right, here we go again. Take 2, everybody. Everybody get up, singing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My boots scooting, baby, is driving me crazy, crazy. Baby, I go crazy. You turn it on, then you're poison running through my veins. You're poison. Ba-na-na-na. I don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'll understand. Ooh, and if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, it might blow. Uptown girl, she been living in her uptown world, I bet she never ever have felt so low. When you gonna take me out this black hole? Never ever have felt so sad. The way I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down. I'm glad I crashed the wedding. It's better than regretting. I could have been a loser kid and ran away and hid, but it's the best thing called love. Just let's tell rhythm my heart. There's a chance we can make it. Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I say this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little by little. You had to give it all, and all you're laughing all the time. I just ask myself why you're so bad. Best thing I ever had. In a world gone mad. You're so bad, I'm bad. You know I'm bad, I'm bad. And the whole world has to answer right now. Just tell you once again who's bad. I can't believe I just did that on the internet to the applause of nobody. Oh my God. So there we go. That is the medley as performed by me on the Guitar Hero guitar, sung all out of tune to probably the wrong words ever, and to the amusement and embarrassment of everybody that has ever known me. Maybe I'll. But I did say I was going to do it, and lest we forget that I ever do the thing. So did everybody get? Did everybody get the song? I feel so embarrassed for me, to be quite honest. But that's what I like to do here. If I'm not embarrassing myself, then, you know what? I don't I don't even exist. Right, so I'm going to end the show now with... I don't know what people are saying. Achy Breaky Heart, yes, there was Michael Jackson in there. Oh my god, I'm the worst person ever. What is wrong with me? God, it's so hot. Also, it's nice to have broken out the leather jacket. I haven't worn this in such a long time. A little bit of Finn Balor. Like, dun, dun, dun. Oh, my ear's the opposite of bleeding. What's that? Is that coagulating? Because if you're not bleeding, you're just forming the platelets, surely. I don't know what coagulating is. No. I'm actually just really pleased that I didn't forget the words because I had practiced it. And so yeah, also got some Michael Jackson in there. So for those of you who don't know, let's just go through what there was in the song. We started off with a little bit of Everybody Get Up by 5. Love the quiet singing as not to disturb the house. So then we had Steps, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then there was Aerosmith, Crazy. Never heard that song before. Poison by Alice Cooper. Achy Breaky Heart, which I won a karaoke competition for when I was 6. Oh, thank you very much. Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Never Ever by All Saints. That's where I Just Can't Wait to Be King, The Lion King, one of my favourites of all time. Crash the Wedding by Busted. Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Without Me, Eminem. Little by Little, Oasis. You So Bad, Tom Petty. And then finally, Bad by Michael Jackson. So I'd like to thank Ace Wildcat for writing that. It was very well put together and I was really impressed. He put a lot of songs that I know, a lot of songs that are in jokes or whatever. Could you imagine if you got the lyrics? Also, there was the full stop, so thanks for just being kind, everybody, because I realised that was probably weird. But that's just me, I'm just weird. It feels so empty without me. So, right, the awkward sound of no applause. I'm gonna go, because, you know, end there. I don't know how I'm gonna ever top this ever. Look at me, I look like an actual trash bag, but whatevs. I'm just talking forever. So thank you all, everybody, for watching the show. Thank you all for, you know, joining in with your opinions and getting involved. I always like hearing what you have to say. Oh god. Oh wait, I should just finish off at least the end of the rum and coke. That has been episode 11 of Locking It Down with Lucy, here on the internebs. Wow, I think I need to sleep because it's been a long day. It's been a long week, and it's only Wednesday. I do also have a joke for you before we end because, you know, life's too short without a joke. And this was submitted as well by Ace Wildcat. If you would like to submit your own joke for the show, please write in to Locking It Down with Lucy, somewhere on the somewheres. I don't know. You can contact me somewhere. So joke of the week is, why can't you trust atoms? Because they make up everything. I quite enjoyed that. So, Bethany doesn't want to be friends with me anymore because I embarrass myself on a daily basis. So, goodbye everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I shall catch you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Oh, before we go, of course, the show never ends until we lock off. Another day of lockdown done. Can you believe this, everybody? We're on row 3. How many... At this rate, I'm going to have to, like, stick another piece of paper on at the end and just, you know... How many rows are there going to be? Oh, sorry, PlayStation. I did not mean to hurt you. More alcohol in episode 12, please. Okay, cool. I shall see you all. Thank you so much, everybody. This is where I now awkwardly wave at the camera because the stream needs to end, and apparently I cut off too quickly during mid-sentence. But someone needs to cut me off. If I can't cut myself off, who can? Bye.